Hey guys, it's Jorge. I wanted to take the time to share some stories about Oscar. I know it's been a tough year for everyone. It's been extremely hard for my family, my mother, my father, my brother, and everybody, all friends and family, extended or immediate. It's been a tough year, but the year is gone now, and it's time to remember good things. Now, the sadness I put behind me, obviously, this was something that was terrible, but there's so many memories with Oscar that I put a smile on my face, that I think of when I'm feeling sad, that I think of when I'm trying to rack my brain as to everything that happened. That's what I kind of want to share with you guys. A year later now, this memorial is a celebration of his life, a time to laugh a little, a time to tell jokes about some of the things he used to do, remember some of the fun things he did with you guys, and yeah, sure, get a little sad, but just because he's not with us physically, he's with us emotionally, he's with us spiritually every day. I feel my brother every day. Millie, of course, his beloved dog, is a constant reminder for me of this is reality, this is what happened. His memory for me lives through her in a way, but at the same time, it just reminds me of all those times we hung out, we talked, we laughed, we played, and we even fought. All the things, it reminds me of that, and it keeps his memory alive. I'll share a couple of stories with you guys. One of my favorite stories that I can remember, I was a kid. Our parents took us to Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. Oscar must have been like 3 or 4, maybe 5 at the most. And we would play at the beach, and he would dig us up in the sand. So it would only be our head popping out, and he would dig us up in the sand and kind of dance around and walk around us and joke around. That was really nice and fun. That time, again, I don't know what year that was, but it was when the Men in Black movie had just come out, and he only knew a little bit of language because he was a child, a baby, but he only knew the chorus of the Men in Black song, like the Men in Black, and he would bop around like just singing that song over and over and over. It was the most adorable thing ever. For those that knew Oscar as an infant, as a toddler, he was extremely cute, like very adorable. Just this tiny little kid full of life, and it was adorable. That's one of the oldest memories. Other memories that I have are we would play board games and stuff with me and my brothers. I remember one time I came home for the holidays, and I spoke to my brother Mario, and we were all hanging out, and we were playing this trivia game. And some question came up about a cartoon movie in the 90s, and immediately Oscar hit his buzzer because he knew the answer. And with the most serious face, it was about a movie. It's Name This Movie. I think the game was Seen It, but it was Name This Movie. And Oscar goes, Who Framed Walter Rabbit? With the most serious face ever. And my older brother and I just started dying laughing because obviously it's Who Framed Roger Rabbit. But Oscar was so cute because he was so little, he didn't know that that's what it was. Especially because he was so serious about the answer. That's another great memory that I have of him. I remember his 21st birthday. I was living in Connecticut at the time, and I came down to Virginia and for his birthday, and I wanted to take him out, his 21st birthday, but he didn't really want to go out, so we ended up hanging out at home, and I had brought him, because I took a late flight, I had brought him a tiny little like airplane bottle, and we had a good nice home celebration of his 21st birthday. He was so happy and so proud to be like a grown-up. It was adorable. That's another great memory. One of the toughest memories that I have, that makes me happy, but it also makes me a little sad, is Thanksgiving of 2017, I believe. The last Thanksgiving before he passed. I had convinced my parents to let us have Thanksgiving dinner at like noon, 1 p.m., so that I could take everybody to the Redskins game. It's the only time the Redskins ever played at home on Thanksgiving Day. They played the Giants, and I took Oscar and my dad and my brother, Mario, and we went. And Oscar had never been to a football game, never been to a pro game. And he had a blast. We all did. We had a great time. We watched the game. The Redskins won finally. It was just a really, really fun night of us bonding, of us just spending time together. And it was a first for him, which I didn't even know. It wasn't until later, after he passed away, one of the many nights that I find myself on his Facebook page, like looking at things. He had a picture of a field pass that I had gotten him, and under it was like, this was my first pro game ever, and it makes me happy that we got to do that and spend that time together. That was very special. I look back and I think of these happy memories and these good things, and it makes me feel good that I got to spend so much time with him. I do wish we would have spent more time together. Unfortunately, I lived in different states for the last decade. I've moved around a bit with my work, but that Christmas, right before he passed, I asked him, "What do you want for Christmas?" I said, "What do you want for Christmas?" And he was like, "Well, whatever, anything." I was like, "What about this? How about if I fly you down to Florida to hang out for a weekend?" So for Christmas, we were opening up gifts, and then he opened his gift up, which was, the plane ticket to come see me, and he was supposed to come see me 3 weeks after he passed away. So that was a memory that I wish I could have, because I know he was really excited about it. I was really excited about it. I had this whole big plan, but that's not the way life took us. But I think that we would have had a lot of fun. And look at everything that Oscar's done in his life, but the most remarkable stuff is like since his passing, I'm still in shock, really, of the amount of people that reached out to him, to our family, I should say, and were at the funeral. It puts things into perspective in the sense that Oscar touched so many lives, and it puts them into perspective because he continues to touch so many lives. So many people came up to us and hugged us and said, your brother was full of life. He was an amazing guy. He was, fun, gave the best hugs, just positive, good things. And then after the months passed and people kept doing that and kept saying that. And a year later now, people continue to do that. And look at all of you here. You guys are here celebrating his life. And the one thing that's taught me is that there's a lot of things in the world that don't really matter. What matters the most is how you make people feel. And he made everybody feel so special. His siblings, his parents, his cousins, his uncles, his aunts, his friends. You could be a random guy on a street bench and he probably made you feel good. I'm so proud of that because it continues to prove what we already know, is that he's a really good kid. He always was a really good kid with a heart of gold that loved everybody. And I know that right now, like, he wouldn't want anybody to be sad or anything like that. He didn't want us to continue to celebrate his memory and his life and remember the funny things and the jokes and the memories, and remember that I think about him every day. Maybe for a minute, maybe for 10, maybe for an hour. Sometimes I laugh. I find myself kind of talking to myself because I'm kind of talking to him. And sometimes, yeah, I do get sad. But the thing is, I think we have to continue to celebrate him every single day. He loves superheroes. Remember one day I got him a Flash t-shirt. And I think he wore that t-shirt every time I saw him. He loved it. He just loved superheroes and cosplay and things like that. And, I was I wrapped my head around what's happened the last year. I realized that, he was our hero. He was our superhero. Always there to hug you or say I love you and stuff like that. So, we love you, Oscar. We feel you every day. We're happy. And I'll leave you with this. I don't know if you guys know, but there's a new movie coming out. It's about a superhero who's got a really, really good superpower. So I'll give you guys a sneak peek at the trailer. I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for coming.